Welcome back, VA user. In today's session, we are going to cover how to run the sales cycle into the VA system. So, to run a sales cycle, there are three mandatory steps that should be there. It is basically you must have a sales order. So, the sales order will be generated only when you receive the purchase order from the customer. So, here one of the important thing to understand that for the customer we are the vendors, for us that is the customer. Okay, so that's why the customer raises the purchase order, and that purchase order is referred as a sales order into the our system. Okay, so that is basically the relationship between the customer and vendors. So for the customer we are vendors, and that is a customer. Okay, now, what we need to do is, as soon as we receive the purchase order, we need to generate the sales order. The sales order will be generated by the sales department. So, right now I'm going to log in with my admin role to showcase in one shot. But normally, when the system runs within the organization, it is not so, because as I have mentioned, there are three steps basically for the sales. The first one is the sales order. These are the minimum steps. There might be further other things. There might be the inquiry or the leads that gets converted into the sales opportunity, and the opportunity converted into the sales quotation, and from the sales quotation your sales order would come. Okay, so there's various other steps also, but the minimum three steps I'm talking about, it is basically to have a sales order that would be only generated when you receive the purchase order from the customer. The next is basically the delivery order or the shipments, that you have delivered the material along with the invoices. Now the important thing in all these three steps is in three steps are all these three steps would be executed by three different departments. The first department is the sales department, whose responsibility is to generate the sales order. The another department is the warehouse department or the store department, whose responsibility is to deliver out the material. And the third department is basically the finance department, whose responsibility to raise the invoice. Now these are all three steps that we are going to cover into the VA system. How we can do so? So let's log in into the VA system. I have already logged into the VA system with my admin role. As I have mentioned, there are going to be three roles, three people who are going to do all these responsibilities. I'm executing all these three steps with my admin role to showcase you and to guide you how a sales process runs into the VA system. So let's suppose we receive the sales order. We receive the purchase order, from the customer, and now we need to enter a sales order. So this is the view, that is basically the composite view somewhere within the system. So let's enter it out. I would say my order is a standard order. However, we have a different set of orders. That is the prepay order, the POS order, on credit order, the warehouse order. There are many other kind of orders you would be able to see. To do the manual execution, you just need to select the standard order. The prepay order is the order against which, if there is no payment done by the customer, then there would not be any delivery. The system won't allow any kind of delivery, right? The warehouse order is the order where you will generate the sales order and process the sales order. As a result of the completion of the sales order, the system generates the shipment or the delivery order automatically. If it is a point of sale order, then the system generates not only the shipments, it will also generate the invoices and the payments. If it is a credit order, then the system will generate your sales order, the shipment, and the invoices. Okay, so you just need to select the release sales order will only be utilized when there is a blanket sales order. Okay, at the background. Now we are using the standard sales order. So what is the date of when we received the order? And let's suppose the order was, the PO number I have received is this from the customer. Okay, and then I would write certain description if I want to. Then when I'm going to deliver this item, so I would be able to deliver this item by 14th. However, I'm going to do the transaction immediately after the record. Okay, So you just need to enter the relevant promise date, that by this date you would be able to deliver the material. Okay. Now the next is basically you just need to select your relevant business partners. So right now I'm selecting Colonial Movers. So once you select this, based on your master setup, the system brings everything automatically. Okay. You need to select from which warehouse you are going to deliver this material. Okay. So I'm going to deliver it from the HQ warehouse, and you need to select the relevant price list. So my price list is USD, let's say. Then we have this as check. Okay. And the representative who is generating this transaction, you just need to link this, since it is utilized for the commission purpose. So you just need to define the representative. The priority of the order you would be able to define, and let's save. If you want to copy something else from some other orders, you would be able to copy. You can click here. You just need to select your order, from which order you want to copy all your lines, so you would be able to do so. Right now we are not doing this. Then I would be able to click onto the order line, or I will directly click at the new button and I would be able to generate the lines here. That all depends screen to screen. So now I have SC connectors, so I would select my SC connectors. As a result, the system will brings the price automatically from the price list that was selected. So you have to enter the quantities. Let's say I want to deliver 2 quantities of this. If you want to sell it in a different unit of measurement, you would be able to select a different unit of measurement here. Then the amount is populated by the system. The difference between the list price and here the unit price is referred as discount. Select appropriate tax that you want to apply. So I just want to apply, let's say, GST 5%, and I would select this. If I want to select VAT 4%, I would be able to select here. So once I will do this, thereafter I would be able to generate n number of lines. So right now I'm generating a single line, and then I will move here and I will complete. So I would complete this sales order. So you would be able to see my sales order is completed now. Once it is done, thereafter we need to go for the delivery. For the delivery, what used to be happen normally, the store manager used to pull up the report for the open sales order, and then they would be able to see that these are the sales order that to be delivered to the customer. Based on to the availability of the stock, they used to deliver it out. So there are reports within the VA system at the Yellowfin BI instance. You would be able to search all these reports. So presently I do not have the license for the BI, so that's why I won't be able to showcase you here in this video. But normally when you purchase the BA system, then the BI instances BI Yellowfin BI license is mandatory to purchase. Okay. Now once it is done, thereafter let's suppose the store manager opens the open sales order record report, and they will come to know about, okay, this is the order that to be delivered. Then you just need to open the shipment or the delivery order window, and you will come here and say new record. Once you mark as new record, I would select here my open order. So my order is this. So it says that this customer is over credit limit, so that is fine. I would be able to ignore it, and I would save here. Then I will move on to the delivery order lines, click onto the new record. Then I will select my order line. As a result, the system will bring all the product attributes, the quantities, everything, and from which particular locator I want to deliver it out, this material. So I would be able to select that. So I would select here, from this locator I want to deliver this material, and I will save and complete this particular transactions. As a result of the completion of this transaction, the system will reduce the stock from your warehouse. So it is done and your document is completed. Thereafter, you need to generate the invoice. So to generate the invoice, would come here at invoice customer, say new record. You need to select. Now normally what happens into the real time, this delivery order will be sent, one of the copy of the delivery order sent to the finance department. Now the finance department is responsible to generate the invoice, so they do have everything physically in front of them to select their customer. So here we have selected colonial movers. So I would select colonial movers. Okay, and my price list is USD sales price list. My payment method, that how I'm going to get the money, so it is this. And create lines from. So when you click onto the create lines from, the system will ask you either to select the order or the shipment. So I will recommend to select the shipment instead of the order. The reason behind, because if you select the order, so there might be a possibility that the linkage between sales order, delivery order and the invoice will not establish, because there might be a possibility there are certain products that are of service type, or there might be a possibility the delivery is not yet happened against the sales order. So this linkage will miss out. So I would request to select the delivery order. So say okay. So all the products that are under that delivery order would be reflected here, and you would be able to select this way. By this you will select all, or you will select one by one. Okay, and say okay. As a result of this, the system generates the AR invoice line, and you would be able to verify all the details. If you are satisfied enough, or if you want to make a certain changes onto the invoice, you would be able to do so, and then complete the AR invoice and take the printout. So the invoice is completed. If I want to take the printout, I will say print the PDF. Now, initially it will take a little time, and thereafter it will be all well. So you would be able to see my AR invoice trade is generated, and this is how you would be able to execute the entire sales cycle. So that is the minimum steps to be executed within the VA system to generate to run the entire sales cycle. So it is the sales order, then the shipment, then the invoice, and later on you do have the payments and the bank reconciliation as a part of the process. And this is how you would be able to generate the generate the transactions into the VA system. However, there are some additional steps are also there that would help you to generate your delivery orders. There's forms and the processes are also there in between, that we will cover in some other video. So as far as about to generate everything manually into the VA system, these are all the steps. In case you have any kind of questions associated to this process, do let us know. We'll for sure revert you back. You can put your comments, and if you want to reach out to us, you would be able to reach out us uh, uh, at our email address, and we'll for sure give you the answers whatever the questions you have, or probably we will generate a new video addressing all those questions. Now, I hope this video is useful for all of you guys. After going through this video, you would be able to generate the sales order, the delivery orders, and the AR invoices. Again, one of the important and the most important thing is all the master setups. So far, we did in various other videos, we have defined how you would be able to generate the customer, how you would be able to generate a price list, how you would be able to generate a payment term, payment methods. So into the previous videos, you would be able to you would be able to go through with those videos to define all these master sense. Beastmaster would be utilized on all the transactions. If you like our video, then share and subscribe us. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.